Hi everyone, welcome to Module 7. You've made it. You're at the final project moment. It's time to put all your information together to complete this final project. So the great thing about this is that if you've been doing well on each module project guideline, a lot of this is going to be kind of like a copy and paste. Now, if you haven't done as well, then you're going to want to take the feedback that's been given to you in those projects and update your information, fix anything that needed to be fixed whenever you're, putting all this information together. So if we go to the guidelines and rubric, again, this is something that you've kind of been referring back and forth, to as you have been completing, the milestones along the way. You're going to write a summary paper. It's going to outline this issue. This is just the scenario. We've talked about it before. The really important piece of this is making sure that you complete every single part and every single question that is listed here, because this is what is being evaluated for your grade and also what is going to end up, being in the rubric. So you want to use the project template that's listed here. And they kind of, they outline the questions. So you just want to, insert your text information that you want to, put in here to answer the questions. Again, this is from your part 1 is from like your journal, and part of your information from like module 2. You've got, modules 4 and 5 in here, as well as, kind of your last piece of like the collaboration part. Now listen, you want to make sure that you are, I know that whenever you look at, like when you look at the questions in the guideline versus the template, they aren't here, right? So like A and B is not here. It's something that you're gonna have to refer back to and an answer. So, you're gonna talk about, what is the issue? How would you describe it to somebody who's not familiar with it, and what populations are disproportionately impacted? Because if you just answered this first question, it's not going to be enough information. Each one of these would probably be about a paragraph. Now, some are going to be, longer than that. Some are going to be shorter than that. So like the trends in your data, that's probably going to be about 2 to 3 paragraphs. You've also got, like I said, you want to refer back to each one of these questions. So if you want to, copy and paste them into your document so that you don't forget to answer them, you can do that. You just want to make sure that after you've answered them, you just erase the question, because they're not needed, right? Like you're going to talk about this in more of a paragraph format and not like a answer, like sentence by sentence format. So you're going to do that, right? You're just going to have a comparison, right? Whenever we get to validity of the data, right? Make sure you answer all the questions, the trends in the data. You've got, 2 questions to answer there. Is it positive, negative, stable trend? The relationships, right, have questions. So just make sure that you're doing that you're not forgetting to put all the information that you need in there. And I kind of wish that they had like included these questions in here so that you don't have to kind of go back and forth between, the Word document and the page, but here we are, right? Got to work with what we got. So yeah, so that's, definitely something that you're going to want to refer to, look over, make sure you have everything that you should have. If you go into the actual, assignment information, You've got the project guidelines and rubric. You've got those resources if you need them. You know, module 7, same basic thing, right? Like if you click on it, the guidelines and the rubric are the same as what I just pulled up. Sorry, can't talk today. If you have any questions, please let me know. I'm more than happy to help you with this. If you're struggling with any kind of particular areas, whenever you're answering the, you know, the questions that you need to answer, you know, just reach out. Other than that, I look forward to your final project.